Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 454 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host. It's me. It is Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You're also joined by, it's Mr. Riggs. Hello. Hi.
Good evening. How
Good
you
evening.
doing?
Yeah. It's the end of the week. I'm excited.
It is, and it's a long weekend.
It is. Yeah, in the UK, we get the bank holiday, which is like bonus time off. It's like weekend plus one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a time of year where it seems to happen a lot. We kind of randomly get long weekends, and it's like, oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
I like to think of it as like beer garden, like bonus beer garden weather.
Yeah, pubs look forward to them, definitely, especially if the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems the done thing. That and DIY.
Yeah.
B&Q are just waiting for bank holidays because that's when everyone gets going.
Just don't mix the two. Like, don't go to the beer garden and then B&Q.
And then try. It's like, oh, I'll get that done when I get home. Yeah, I'll just get another round of drinks in. Goes to B&Q, buys the wrong paint, hammers their nail through their finger. Yeah. It'd be fun to look at like the correlation between like bank holidays and like NHS calls. The frequency of accidents and the nature of them as they come through A&E. Yeah,
it's another beer garden based DIY mishap. Ticket on the tally chart.
Do you reckon it's one of the options when you fill out the form when you're at A&E, like were you at a beer garden? Tick. Did you go via B&Q on the way back? Tick.
Yep. Classic.
How many
classic
tequila shots did you do before chainsawing you? Yeah.
Classic bank holiday weather. Oh dear. Right. We're gonna mention our sponsor for this episode, which is of course affordable.co.uk. They are a UK company with designs of amazing pedals, including the Supersonic Drive, the 800, the Filthy Rat, the Tarot Screamer. We've got other ones as well. I can't think of them all at the moment, but like the lineup is expanding, and we've got the Create Your Own as well. And if you've
got so many, you can't remember them right now.
Absolutely,
that's how many they have.
Yeah.
So much quality.
Absolutely. And like if you keep on their socials at the moment, because they're doing like a testing phase of like testing out some of like the artwork. You get some of the some of them for like really decent prices because they're like the kind of prototype phasing. It's just like, have that 50 quid. So it's a nice way of getting like the circuits, but for like a nice discount as well.
Yeah. 50 quid for a cool quality pedal. Can't really beat that.
Yeah. Like
really just £50. £50.
Indeed. Hand wired as well. Like I was watching one of his reels the other day on Instagram, and he's like wiring all of like wires the jack board to the main circuit board, and like wiring all the switches and stuff into it. It's like, man, these are like hand wired guitar pedals.
If you think at the time, like obviously, someone who assembles pedals like that, is going to be pretty nifty at doing it, but it still takes time. So if you think about the time and his value to time, 50 quid, you get to that value quite quickly, don't you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Of course, fantastic recyclable packaging and stock all the way there, ready to ship. Check them out at affordable.co.uk. Just love them. Great stuff. Lee still wants a Supersonic. Just yeah. I think the Supersonic's wicked.
Which one's the Supersonic?
The Oasis in a box.
Remind me. Oasis in a box, right? Okay. Yeah. I'm not an Oasis person, so I don't even know what that means. Oasis. What amps did Oasis use? Like, I don't even know.
Like back in the early day, cranked AC30s. Like AC30s with their absolute heads being kicked in. Just proper British combo tones.
Okay. See, I've literally never looked it up because not an Oasis guy, but yeah, cool, fair enough. I
strikes me as
thought maybe they used Marshalls or
yeah, no? yeah. To be fair, I did as well. I just assumed it'd be like a Les Paul Marshall combo, but
yeah, I swear I've seen.
Yeah, probably.
Doesn't which one's which? Does Noel not play a Les Paul? I know he plays Epiphones.
Yeah, he's got Les Pauls. He's got 335s. Yeah,
Casino.
Yeah, Epiphone Casino as well. I think the other one uses that more. But yeah.
Okay. So this is an AC30 in a box.
Yeah, well, it's designed to emulate those early Oasis record tones. And you get like a decent kind of British combo growl to it. I like it. So it's an hospital. At the start of this podcast, we always mention a bit of shit news, don't we? We always mention a bit of shit news. And this week is no different.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is a bit different.
Yeah.
Because normally it kind of focuses on certain brands that seem to feature a lot in this section.
Yeah. And to be honest, lots of guitars. It doesn't tend to be like amps or pedals so much. It tends to be like guitars that have got ridiculous specs, like specs that don't make sense.
Pickups. I'll never forget those. Yeah. Those guitar pickups. What were they? The Gibson ones.
The Gibson, Gibson, like something, like Pro Custom Booker or something. I don't know, but yeah, the ones that come in a little leather carry case. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so we're doing a different one this week, and I want to preface this that we are not necessarily calling this company out for being shit, because actually they are a company that have been well received by the entire guitar community. They're really popular, and like they're a small team, so I'm not kind of shitting on them as a company, but when you hear that there's a delay pedal come out and it is over $1,000, it kind of has to go in the shit news. Yeah,
agreed. It's no real comment on the company or the quality of the pedal. It's a bit like, whoa, how much?
Yeah, exactly. Which is like, I mean, it's very similar to the PRS last week, like $12,000 for like a very bespoke custom guitar, like very limited run, very, very ornate. But it's probably going to be a really nice guitar.
Oh, I don't think. Well, I did bash it quite a bit, but at no point I think did I say it was going to be crap. It probably is very, very nice. Yeah, of course it is. You'd hope so.
Yeah, yes,
that sort of money.
So just before we start like shitting on this release, just be aware that we're not necessarily saying that like this company are shit. They're not. That like they produce some good quality stuff, but £1,099, which is what they're asking for this delay pedal, is around the price that you can buy a full Line 6 Helix for these days.
Yeah. It's when you start thinking about what you can get for that sort of money, and all the other stuff that whatever you get for that money could also do on top of and beyond what this does, maybe.
Yeah. So we're just putting that out there for now. Chase Bliss. other company.
I've just heard. No, that's everyone's switched off and deleted their accounts, right?
Yeah, so Chase Bliss, not usually a company that we hold in the firing line, but it's the big time. It's a delay pedal, and it's £1,099. So it's a very pricey delay pedal. It's a delay pedal that I won't be buying. Let's put it that way.
I can categorically say I won't be buying this. Yeah, but people will.
Yeah. They, like I say, they're very, very, very popular. So it takes the same form factor as some of their other like automated pedals with the automated sliders. So that's definitely going to push the price up. Yeah.
Mechanically, they are complex. Pedals. Yeah.
And it's also like designed in conjunction with John Snyder of Electronic Audio Experiments as well. So you've got the fact that this is being like the proceeds of this are being split two ways. So that again is going to push the price up. It's aiming at the tones of 80s rack delays, which seem to have kind of fallen into favour the last kind of 5 years. We had the TC, I can't remember what it was, look, but TC did like their pedal version of their old rack delay, and then Boss did one as well, based on like the Eddie Van Halen delay tones as well. And so these things have been quite popular. This is taking it to the natural conclusion, I think.
Yeah, I think it's worth trying to maybe describe the form factor of this, because it's not your typical pedal. For those who don't know what the automaton, am I even saying that right?
I'm
they
not
look like.
Yeah.
How would you describe them? Because they kind of look like a tiny little mixing desk.
Yeah.
with the sliders, which are powered sliders, so they move. I'm assuming they, like the other pedals, they when you change a preset, the sliders will move as they would like on a motorized mixing desk. They move to your settings.
Yeah.
And it looks really cool. It looks super premium.
Yeah, it's got the almost the aesthetic of the old Mooga Fug pedals with like the wooden sides and then the kind of central.
Yeah. I think that's what I was thinking of. It's
got the two foot switches for bypass and like tap tempo, and then you've got 6 sliders and a bunch of buttons as well. And the sliders all do different things. So you've got like the color, time, cluster question mark,
cluster,
tilt EQ, feedback, and the wet dry mix.
Yeah. And am I right in thinking they all have a second feature as well?
They do indeed. Yeah. So like texture,
so they
rate,
double
depth,
up. So
crossover. Yeah.
So add another level of complexity when you're starting to kind of build up the price of this.
Yeah. And then for each of the kind of push buttons at the bottom as well, you've got like 4 settings for each of them as well. So they're like color coded.
Yeah, with all the color.
Yeah. So you got like chromatic, octave plus 4 and 5, and octave, and then you got like sine wave, square wave, and flow. So all of these different things, like you've got different voicings as well, like analog, warm, and so forth. The adjustability to the nth degree is just it will be like exactly what you want it to be if you are after this kind of tone.
It's kind of infinite in a way, the amount you can sculpt it with all the different options, and it's not like each setting has like 10 notches. They're analog sliders. I assume they digitized, but essentially they've got full range of motion, so you can kind of set it anywhere.
Yeah, like you got stereo in, stereo out. You've got MIDI in and through as well, in, out and through via 5-pin MIDI rather than
proper MIDI.
Yeah,
old school MIDI. Yeah, as opposed to the little TRS mini jack implementation. Yeah,
I mean, I've got no problem with that, but
no, it comes in handy on smaller pedals. I mean, I'm very much a get MIDI into everything sort of camp. So, one thing that's standing out, and not for the right reasons.
What's that?
So the little red LED indicator, which I assume is your preset indicator, just seems like they've used a cheap part for that one little thing. Like, it looks like the same sort of display as a Zoom 707 from back in the day. Like, just that one little section that just has a little number on it.
Oh, LCD kind of
LCD,
segmented. Well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
6,
like your alarm clock from the 1980s.
Yeah,
like,
I think they've done that.
Is it a nod at the sort of the retro thing? Because
I think it probably is. Yeah,
I think it's in. Yeah, I think you're right. It's intentional. But it's quite funny though.
So
for such an expensive pedal to use like a display that Casio perfected back in the day.
Yeah, like the shit alarm clock display.
It gives that shit alarm clock vibe. But I get why they've done it.
I think I had an alarm clock like this when I was growing up.
You know what? I say that, and I've got I say a smartwatch. It was like 20 quid, but the screen I've got on it, I've made it look like an old Casio watch. So I'm absolutely guilty of this sort of retro thing.
The warm blanket of retro goodness.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but that just stood out a little bit. But, when everything else just looks just so quality, that little bit kind of looked like, did they do that? But
it doesn't look particularly retro until you get to that bit, does it?
Yeah,
it has got like a modern aesthetic to it. So what I will say in the defense of this pedal is that if you were looking to get original 80s rack units, you probably be pushing a good couple of £100 because they will have held their value, and they're going to be incredibly inconvenient to tote around.
And are they working? Because electronics, they don't always last the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
So
like finding one in good condition, yeah.
And not even like the internals of it, but have the jacks corroded slightly? Are you going to have to clean the contacts and things to get a noise free signal through it? That sort of thing. I'm not saying that all the electronics from back in the day have died, but there are tiny little things that they could have. Yeah, easily. But you might find, especially on something with sliders, as you move the sliders, you might get some noise. We've all had scratchy knobs.
I mean, it's coming up to summer, so
I should have said scratchy pots, shouldn't I? But
So
I meant scratchy pots.
You'd mentioned before we started recording that actually you'd done a bit of research into this as well. And
So I was looking at the price, and a good friend of mine had probably still has, to be fair, the preamp, which when it came out. So this was the Automatone Preamp Mark II, I think he got. And I was looking at what that was when that came out, and I found a price, Google AI has told me it was $750 in 2020 when it came out. So stuck that in an inflation calculator, and that comes out at $956. So, yeah, if you're comparing like for like, because similar enclosure, if not the same, is the same. I think the enclosure is. Yeah, I think the enclosure is the same actually.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
It's only gone up by $800, and what you were saying earlier is that it was done in conjunction with another partner. So that price isn't so crazy when you look into it. And I think that some of the other stuff we mentioned earlier with mechanically complex pedal, it doesn't. It starts to not. So if you could accept the price of the original preamp for $750 in the first place, like, don't get me wrong, that was and still is a lot of money. Even secondhand, they're still fetching quite a lot. Yeah, it doesn't look too crazy. If you would just for inflation and squint your eyes real hard. Yeah. I mean, when you're starting to use pedals at this level, you're really into your gear at this point. So,
yeah, I suppose. Yeah, like,
yeah.
You could justify it if you really wanted to. It's shit news though, because it's out the realm of a lot of guitar players. This is not a mass market thing. This is for the niche of the niche. This isn't it. It's
a boutique pedal for sure. Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
but even boutique pedals that aren't multi effects. I mean, you could argue whatever. You don't normally see them over in four figures in pounds. Usually, a few $100 is usually like, whoa, that's an expensive pedal. Yeah. It's a lot of money. And you were saying how you can pick up, the original Line 6 for that second hand. I mean, look what you can afford. You could buy a laptop at this point and do whatever you wanted on that, really. You're talking a pretty decent laptop for $1,000, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not talking a gaming laptop, but to run some, some VSTs and stuff and affect your sound in the way you want it, a grand laptop will do handsomely, I think.
Well, if you go desktop...
Yeah, I'm just trying to put some... Yeah,
like
if you go desktop, yeah, absolutely.
The desktop that I've got here, which is like a ridiculous spec for what I'm using it for, that was less money than this pedal is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know why straight away I thought about laptops, but yeah, when you go to desktop, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of money for one pedal.
I mean, you could buy a couple of Duo digital delays and 2 PS5s. Still have change.
Yeah. I mean, What pedal would... Okay, let's play this game. In a budget world, what pedal would you go towards to try and get something similar to this?
To recreate these tones?
Yeah.
I'd probably go for the like the TC flashback and find like the 2290 settings within that, like the tone prints within that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good shout. Yeah.
Something like that. I know. Like.
Yeah.
What's
that one second hand?
You probably
or new even.
New. They're probably about 120 to 150, something like that.
Yeah.
Which again is a lot cheaper than.
Yeah. And tone prints, they're free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You don't even have to. You can download the app and have the presets without even owning the pedals. I know that because I had exactly that. Because I've got a couple of tone print pedals, and then I was just going through the catalog. I was like, oh, I've got all these presets for these pedals I don't actually own, which is a weird concept in itself. But
yeah.
No, that's a good shout. You could probably get some fantastic tones for a fraction of the money.
Yeah, the flashback's got the 2290 built onto the rotary anyway. Like that's one of the settings on it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So Yeah. How about yourself? What you thinking as an alternative?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, I haven't got this wealth of and massive like Argos catalogue of pedals in my brain like you do. But I'm thinking I'd probably, maybe wrongly, would go for one of the Line 6 kind of big format modeler things, the delay one of those, and maybe just mess about with that.
Like the DD4. Was it the DL4? Sorry, not the DD4. The DD's the.
I think it was the boss. Yeah, I think it was the DL4. But yeah, the larger sort of Line 6 specific. Did it have 4 buttons? I can't remember, but yeah, it had some dials on. But yeah, one of those larger format Line 6 delay pedals, and see what I could do with that. I mean, that'd be a fun afternoon anyway.
Yeah, DL4 Mark II, they're 193 quid at the moment.
Yeah,
and
they redid them though, right? I was thinking about the originals, but yeah, they redid. They re-released a load of them with some updates, and they look really slick now, don't they?
Yeah, the SDE 3000 is the boss one, and you can have the SDE 3000 EVH as well, which again does something very similar, which is like the EVH style rack delay, and they are. About 400 quid, I think so. But yeah, like those kind of things would be, if you're not after specifically, yeah, like 393, or they had the stomp box version, which is 122 quid. Which is,
I'm sure you can do a lot more with the Chase Bliss offering, but I'm sure you can have a lot of fun and build some, soundscape sort of sounds, and it's that sort of atmospheric thing. It's not. I use a Boss delay on my board. I've got the Waza delay, and. Yeah, that's as complex as I get when I, on my board. But yeah, certainly for playing around with tones at home, I'd go Line 6.
They are
I'm a bit biased at the moment, I know.
they're trustworthy, aren't they? Like, you know where you're at with Line 6.
Yeah. I've used them on and off for a long, long time. It's not just the more recent Pod Expresses that I keep going on about that I use a lot.
I still want to try them, considering your glowing reviews of them.
They're awfully good for the money.
Yeah,
they really are. I've talked about them enough, but having said that, I've not tried a lot, and we mentioned this before I started recording that I've not tried some of the more recent budget offerings.
Yeah.
I'd probably get on with them also, but I went for Line 6 because that's what I knew when I was looking for something to sit on my desk and just get me playing more regularly again, sort of thing. So,
indeed. Speaking of budget offerings, what a segue! What a segue!
I like it.
I've done a lot of stuff about the GP 180 recently. I got it like literally last week, and I've done about 4 videos already because that's how I roll. So I obviously did the live stream. I think it was the end of last week with Lee over on Pedalboards of Doom. We live streamed on the PBOD channel, going through a couple of the features of the GP 180. We talked about the NAM profiling that you can now do with cab, like the inbuilt cab sims as well. We actually showed off the drum machine as well. Lee made me do drums.
I hope they've come a long way since with the drum machines that were first included on this type of pedal back in the day.
Yeah, like the ones in the RC3.
No. I mean, I hate to mention the GFX 707 twice in the same podcast, but that drum machine wasn't great.
Yeah. They are very good. Look, I did that, and then like the absolute beast that I am, I decided I'd edit that live stream down into a video and release that on Pedalboard to do. So I released that this week, but then I figured, like, Vailton had like kindly sent this out to me, but they hadn't sent it out to me as being part of Pedalboard to Doom. They'd sent it out to me as the Budget Pedal Chap. So I was like, I should probably get some stuff on my own channel about this.
I mean, yeah, that would be the right thing to do, right?
It would. So, for like lack of time, because I'd spent all the time editing the stuff for the Pedalboards of Doom channel, I just went and did a live stream on my own channel, like about an hour after I'd released the video on Pedalboards of Doom, which, of course, there will be some crossover, some people who follow both. But I figured, like, you know what, I've got my audience as well, so I'll be serving those people.
Absolutely, yeah. And
we did a live stream where it went a completely different direction than the Pedalboards of Doom one. There was absolutely zero mention of drums. Some people in the audience managed to convince me to play some bass on a live stream, which,
how terrible of them!
Absolutely,
that's awful. That's awful. How rude.
Indeed. And if you if you are particularly curious, you get to hear my shoddy attempt at slap bass as well, which
Well, I mean, you had the slap bass setting, which obviously did it for you, right?
It would be rude not to at least try, wouldn't it? I would like trying to do slap bass with a bass guitar that's got essentially humbuckers in it, and I'm not the most bassiest bass player as well, so but like I gave it a go, and we got some tones out of it. But you also managed to convince me to try some of the heavier tones in it as well, didn't you, Alex?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're waiting for me to apologise for any of this.
No. I thought it was really good fun, actually. Because
it was fun, and you know, I did appreciate that. You know, you and it wasn't just me. There was someone else, for the record, who asked for some bass tones. So I was like, yeah, let's see if you'll do it.
Yeah, I don't want to peer pressure that quickly.
Really cool. It's. I think a lot of the time, a lot of these pedals, like, you know, people do wonder, what do they do for bass players? Because bass players are often overlooked. And, you know, there's a subsection that's kind of like, let's throw a few bass tones in there. And I think they're probably more geared to someone like yourself who plays a bit of bass out of necessity, to help them record, you know, an idea or a track or whatever. So yeah, it's actually perfectly fitting for you to demo it as, you know, a self-confessed not bassiest of bass players.
Yeah.
Because I think that for a pedal like this, that's probably exactly who they're catering for. Is primarily guitarists who also kind of dabble a bit in the dark arts of bass playing.
Yeah. And I will say,
which for the record, I know
fall into that category.
I do fall into that category. Okay, I've taken it to the massive extreme, having played bass in a metal band for over a decade. But originally, you know, and still am a guitarist at heart. Very much so. So, but yeah, I'm maybe more keen. Obviously, I've done it a long time now, and yeah, I do genuinely play like bass. I wouldn't call myself a bassist. I'm a bass player, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of people would say I'm a bass player.
I mean, if you've been doing it for a decade, like
I've been playing in a death metal band, playing bass for a decade. I think I qualify just about.
Absolutely, you do.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's wicked to see some of the bass tones.
Yeah,
that you know, I mean, £160. It's absolutely insane what it does out of the box, but also what you can achieve with it.
Yeah,
is mad.
I mean,
Because you demonstrated like loading NAM profiles, and you were showing that you can have the NAM profiles separate to the cabs, which is something that you're quite what's the word?
Yeah,
like to see.
Yeah, I'm an advocate for.
Advocate. That's
I had a comment on that today, actually. Like from that live stream again. Like I'd edited it down into a like best of video essentially. So instead of having to watch all like 35 minutes, it's down into about 9, I think. But a guy came in the comments and was like, "What's the advantage of having the NAM as just an amp? Why don't you just use it as the NAM and cab like you do in the GP5 and the GP50?" I was like, "That's a valid point, actually." But the whole thing is that you get a lot of versatility. If you download someone's NAM capture and it is of their rig, say it's like a Mesa Boogie running through V30s and through a specific SM57 recorded with an SM57, you get that tone. You can tweak it a little bit with the EQ, and a lot the EQ is quite powerful on it, but you can tweak that tone. It's like like being able to sculpt that specific tone.
Yeah. You're given a starting point, and you can't deviate from that starting point. Whereas I think what you're about to say is, it gives you the versatility of picking a different starting point to then shape that a different cab to your liking, or a different microphone on a different cab, on a different cone, or pointing a different way, whatever.
Yeah.
Does it get done? Does it have microphone angles? Does it get to that sort of?
But I believe it does. I think the.
So I know a lot of them do like distance, but some people want to get into even more detail and like virtually angle their microphones differently. I don't know if it goes into that sort of depth.
Yeah, a lot of them it's either like on axis or 45 degrees.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you do get options. Yeah.
So they've got their inbuilt like cab emulation, which is more dynamic than just an IR that you load in, and again that's a snapshot of one amp. Yeah. Sorry, one cab, one microphone in one position.
Yeah. No, I think you want more than that, because I often find that when cabs are matched to the amps that people think they should be matched with, to my ears, they don't always sound quite right. I'm heavily biased towards kind of Marshall cabs, and often when it's not a Marshall cab in a digital pedal, I'm like, that doesn't sound right to my ears. Where's the Marshall cab? I want a Marshall cab, and that's just me. But if there's an amp that comes with a completely different cab and I can't change it, I'm like, well, I'm not going to use that tone, am I? Like if I'm not able to pick exactly what I want.
You're almost writing that entire tone off rather than
or that particular amp model. Like you can't use it if you can't change what cab it's going into, or what microphone's being used on that cab, etc. It's to taste. Everyone's ears are different, and in fact, when you were live streaming this, I think there was one cab that came with one amp, and you actually said, "Oh, that doesn't sound too good." So you changed it for something else, which also sounded great. But the original cab that was on there, I actually thought, that was, to my ears, was a nice sound. But it just goes to show how everyone's taste is slightly different, and that's why you need that versatility. To come back to the original point, I waffled on.
I did do that. I downloaded a Victory Jack amp head, and then I paired it up with a bunch of different speakers within the unit itself. And when I paired it up with the Vox cab, I was like, that's like, it's a bit nasal for me. So I was kind of mixing and matching, and I ended up actually on a Marshall 212 cab was like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, and I played for a long time with a Marshall. I think it was the 1936, I'd imagine. The Marshall 2x12. So yeah, to my ears, it was like, yeah, that's the one, sort of thing. But yeah, no, I think there was another pairing actually that wasn't what you might call your traditional pairing, and I was like, no, that works. That's a good combination. And I will mention metal tones again. A lot of them, they pair them up with these cabs that are like super nasally, and I get it. It works in a mix, maybe better than maybe something else. But when you're just playing, for yourself, maybe you don't want that tone that's super narrow and that slots in that particular frequency in a mix. Like, you want to hear the full frequency spectrum. You want to hear it kind of fuller, literally, kind of the fuller tone. So, yeah.
Yeah. It gives you a lot of choice, doesn't it? And that essentially what the takeaway from the 180 is that, like, the GP5 was a fantastic unit, still is a really fantastic unit, and especially for the price you're paying for it, is really, really compact, really versatile. But then the further you go up that GP series, the 50 becomes a little bit more versatile, gives you more switching options. The 180 opens up more of that versatility. Like the DSP becomes more honeable. Like your restrictions are like the DSP limit rather than the specific. I really liked that point about, and you demonstrated that really well, how much of the processing power is being used by each section, and they're very transparent about what will, what we use, what percentage of what's there. It labels feature. It all next to
it literally next to you. So if you have that, you're going to use so much of your processing power, let's call it, without getting technical about what it actually means. But yeah, you're I think you called it, that's going to cost you such and such, but it's your processing budget. Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's a great feature and well explained by yourself as well. It's a really cool feature, and I don't understand why, some pedals, I can't think of one in particular, but you'll get to a point where it's like, can't do that, and it doesn't give you a reason why. And it's probably because you've run out of processing capability at that point. You can't pair this with that because it can't compute all that in the amount of time that would give you a playing experience that is natural. The delay would be too long for the processing, I'd guess. But this one's completely transparent about it. So it was interesting. A long time ago when I was chatting in a forum or something with Two Notes, and they were like, we've reached the limit of what the Torpedo Live can do. Like, it's at its limit. We can't push it anymore. And they were open about that. But to have that literally in the app that says, you compare this with this, and interestingly, the freeze was like a really super heavy, but it makes sense because the freeze will be using memory, and that's your budget. You've only got so much memory. So if you're using something that holds a note and freezes something, it's going to cost you more processing power. Yeah. So no, well done, Velton.
It's very intuitive, isn't it? It's very intuitive. They've kind of decoded it in a language that everyone can understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you don't have to understand what's going on beneath it. It's really obvious what you can and cannot do. And I think you'd have to go super heavy to hit the limitation. I don't know if you did when you were playing with it, but to hit that utilization where you can't add something, but then I guess you just change what you've picked slightly, and I'm sure you can make it work. Choose slightly different options if you're running out of processing power.
Because I showed putting everything into one patch, and like I got up to like the 90% And then it wouldn't let me then add the EHX freeze clone onto it.
Yeah.
But I could easily have copied to the next patch, taken all the stuff out that I didn't want, and put the freeze in, and just had this.
Right.
This is my freeze patch. And then voila.
So you could make it work for a set, couldn't you? Because you could be like, well, I need that really expensive in terms of processing power, for one track. But what don't I need for that track?
Yeah, you
take that out for that patch, because I've seen it, and people think it's overkill to have specific patches per song, a number of patches per song, because. But yeah, no, I saw it done the other day when we were playing a gig. The guy had a Hughes and Kettner Tube Meister something, the small heads which have everything built in basically.
Yeah,
and he had a tablet sat on top of it with all his presets and everything, and I could see the song names he's got for the sections, and and he basically just went through his patches throughout the set, and I was like, well, that's very organised, isn't it?
Yes, and seamless.
I guess that's exactly what you do. Yeah. It's a very cool setup. I'll send you a picture actually. Just, but yeah, it's literally he had a controller on the floor.
Yeah, just so it could switch between the first chorus kind of thing.
Yeah, the reason I asked him is well, why do you have the tablet to be able to deep dive into your presets at a gig? Because I thought that was a bit over the top. But he was like, well, if I get here and the sound's different, and I can tune my patches very quickly on the tablet and adjust it after the sound check. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Hats off. That's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's working for him. So
yeah. No, I really enjoyed their set. So yeah, it all sounded good.
Yeah, and it's all about kind of facilitating the musical experience, isn't it? For some people, it is throwing a few pedals in front of a amp, and that's the experience. Is all they need. Yeah,
but you could. I think even with this, you could. I think I'm right in thinking you don't have to use your phone. You could have a tablet, and you could walk around tweaking your presets while someone else played your guitar. And you could stand in the middle of the room on your tablet and tweak your presets for your whole set, quite feasibly, couldn't you?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't even need someone playing your guitar. There's a looper built in. You could play a couple of chords, yeah,
and then go off.
And walk halfway across the room and go. Okay, dial it in for the.
Because you've seen it with modern, sound desks. Where the sound desk isn't particularly well positioned in a venue, but the sound engineer can walk around with a tablet and adjust absolutely everything from a tablet whilst they are stood in the optimum position, listening position. And yeah, you could do exactly the same with this. How modern and high tech is that?
Yeah,
for $159.99. I mean, come on. Okay, you have to buy a tablet as well, but yeah. I mean, or just use your phone.
Yeah, assuming you haven't got a mobile phone, and all of the editing that I did on the live stream was on my mobile phone. It was just hooked up and streaming the video. Yeah,
you did it on the fly. You were like, oh, this doesn't sound quite right. Bit of presence here, bit of that. Yeah. I've said it before in the podcast. I'm absolutely blown away by what you can get for the money these days. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I sound like an old man. It's back in my day.
But genuinely, again, I was having not an argument, but a discussion with someone in I think it was the comments to a Pedal Boards a Do video, because it always is. There was a bloke complaining about the the NAM to snap tone conversions for the GP50. It was it's not full quality. It's only doing this kind of sample rate. And then he was like, and there's 4.5 milliseconds of latency. I'm like, well, human ear.
These special people with their super duper stopwatches that are chasing signal progression through copper with their stopwatches.
Yeah, I googled it, and like human ear apparently, on average, perceives anything over 5 milliseconds. So like we're all good, like straight away.
Yeah.
But then,
and it's not. I don't think it's something that deteriorates with time either.
Yeah.
It's not like the frequencies you can hear which deteriorate with time. Your perception of delay that doesn't change. You're locked in for life. Like with that sort of perceived delay, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
unless I'm
I've played a lot of these
mistaken.
These modelling units, like the budget ones, it's not to a point where I've ever noticed any delay with them. But I'd also retorted on this comment. 20 years ago, 160 quid would have probably got you the Pocket Pod, and the difference between that and like even the GP5, like the cheapest of them all, which is like about 70 quid at the moment. Yeah. The difference between those night and day.
You've hit a nerve. I've got that really cheap pod, and that is one Line 6 product, which is not good. It's that and the Amplify TT. I don't know if you remember that one. It's rubbish.
I do. I've got the Amplify footboard. Like the FX 120 or whatever it is called. The TT was like the interface version, weren't it? Yeah,
it was like a kind of like desktop solution one, and it just sounded awful. Like I did not get on with it at all. I think it's probably the first product I ever sent back.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Nice.
Like, literally, it was that bad. But yeah, no, I've got the Pocket Pod. That was a present. So I didn't send it back because, and I used it as damned much as I could. And it's still in the coffee table in the lounge because that's where I used to use it. Just that sort of, the adverts are on, I want to have a quick play of something, and that's what it was for. And it served that purpose. But yeah, it got old quite quick.
Yeah.
Not great.
Whereas the Pocket Master or the Soren Tiny Stomp, which are like battery solutions, like battery powered solutions, which
I love a battery powered solution as well.
Indeed. So, like you switch one of those on, get some headphones in, and you're absolutely golden. Like the tones out of it are legitimately good. And
we're talking about like good tone and all that, and I just completely whacked the microphone. So sorry about that. If
all right.
That's still in the edit,
it will be. It will be because I ain't taking it. But it's No, it's amazing what's available, and I don't know how much the multi effects of when I was a teenager. How they would translate price wise now. Like I can't remember what I paid for them. Were they £30? Who knows? I can't remember. The original Zoom. If you adjust that pedals. Again for inflation, you're probably talking about the price of one of these. The first one I got was a 505 Mark II or something. I can't remember what that was. But yeah, I would have been in my mid-teens maybe. And I thought it was amazing because the only thing I had to compare it to was plugging into a transistor Laney amp, which was my first big amp, and the distortion on that did not sound great. Yeah.
Good, powerful, solid pedal platforms, ironically. But yeah, the gain channels were just awful.
The cleans on those solid state amps were always really good.
Very good pedal platforms. Those transistor amps of that era, 100 watt, good solid 100 watt combos. Yeah, really good. But yeah, it was that era just before they kind of got distortion right. So just before maybe your PVs got the, those 50 watt combos. The black ones with the red.
Yeah, the Bandit.
The Bandit, yeah, it's the Bandit, yeah. That's when they, I think, started kind of getting distortion sort of palatable, maybe, in transistor amps.
Yeah, they were coloured with preamp tubes, though, weren't they? They had like trans tube technology or something like that.
Yes, they did. Yeah, you're right. So yeah. And I guess before that you had valve state Marshalls as well. and the original valve states were okay. But yeah, the Laneys of the time, which was slightly before that time because I got it secondhand. Yeah, it was not good. So yeah, when I got my first Zoom, I was like, yeah, this is great. Yeah, look at all these effects.
But the yardstick there is that it's better than shit.
yeah. It's exactly that. Yeah. So my 6 minutes of waffle could have been condensed to that sentence. Yeah.
The 505, not as bad as a bad distortion sound.
Yeah, in a old transistor. But yeah,
right.
No, I soon got into valve amps. So yeah.
Yeah, all is forgiven.
All was forgotten when I got my first Laney valve amp, which broke a lot, but it sounded great when it was working.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've just checked this on. We definitely need to mention this final bit of news, because this is one where I'd sent you the link to it and you audibly gasped. So,
oh gosh. You know what? I can't believe we've been talking this long without going on to that. Yeah.
So yeah, this is, and I say that this is a good week for Lee not to be here, because he loves to shit on Harley Benton. He loves to have a bit of a moan about Harley Benton. The Fusion 4 was announced at Guitar Summit, I think, earlier on in the year, at like January, February time. They sent new series of the Fusion is now dropped. It dropped Wednesday of last week, and we within a couple of days they were ready to ship. They're impressive. Essentially, they are a bump up in price point though, because I think the Fusion 3s were kind of maxing out at about $350, whereas these are about $390 to about $450 now. But there's definitely reason for it.
Well, I'm just thinking one there. Is it fair to say they're spec'd slightly better than Fusion 3, or is it just like a bit of an evolution? Have they got better specs? Or I mean, you've got a Fusion 3, so you tell me.
In terms of, I mean, it's in
terms of spec, have they upped it or? Yeah,
so I think the additional price is going on it might be the pickups being Tesla rather than the Roswells. They seem like a higher quality pickup, because they're now moving over to them for pretty much all of the higher spec Harley Bentons. But they're also using Babbitt's branded bridges, like the Babbitt's Z tremolos, which are like the cheaper of their two tremolos, but with the full contact, cam based saddles. They're really, really well engineered saddles on the.
They look it. Yeah. I mean, I've got limited experience with some of the bass bridges, and they're fantastic, big chunky things.
Yeah, high mass,
completely over. Yeah, high mass bridges. Yeah, they're completely over engineered.
So the way that they work is that they've got grub screw adjustments for all of the directions of the saddle. So you've got the intonation, but then you've also got the action, which works on a cam system. It's all very smooth. It's all very you're not when you adjust past a certain point, you aren't getting grub screws sticking out and poking your hands.
Right.
So it's all kind of enclosed within these high mass saddles.
Yeah, no, they look really good. What I was going to say with so what we're saying is that yes, they have improved the spec, but also with I don't want to doom and gloom, but what's going on in the world, everything is more expensive than it was recently. So the price going up the way it has isn't it's not that bad.
I mean, look,
I don't feel it's that bad. Looking at spec and looking at the price, I mean, they're phenomenally well spec'd.
Yeah, they're offering you what other companies would be charging £1,000 for, they're offering it you at 400 quid. So
yeah.
So like,
and some of the materials, and what you were saying before we started recording is some of these are not. You were telling me they're not necessarily always veneers. Some of these, figured tops.
Yeah. So that's what I've heard. Like Harley Benton they don't shout about this fact. Like they don't advertise it anywhere. But I can't remember which YouTuber it is that I watched. I think it might have been Steve Cassidy. It might have been another one. They emailed Harley Benton to ask about the specs of. It was one of the single cuts that said that like it's got a maple cap on it, and they asked like, is this like a veneer or is this like proper thickness? And they went, yeah, it is proper thickness. Like it said, something like 2 inch thick maple cap.
Yeah, I mean, I would be like looking at some of the finishes. I'd be very surprised if there were full caps, but even yeah, they just look phenomenal. And you know, the necks are Canadian maple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, like the spec increase from last time. Like I mentioned, the Babix bridges is the big one. You've also got the Tesla pickups. It's keeping everything else. So it's keeping the stainless frets. You're keeping like the roasted maple necks. The tuners are still the Jinho ones, which are like a Korean brand.
I'm assuming locking.
Yeah, they're locking and they're staggered as well.
Wow.
So
like, it's kind of like if you. Yeah, it's all the little things that I think you'd want to add to, like if you were speccing out your sort of custom guitar or whatever. It's the little things that you'd kind of tick the little tick box. If there were no cost options, you'd be like, oh, I'll have that. And they've kind of made them no cost options in a weird way. I didn't realise there were stainless steel frets as well.
Yeah, stainless frets. They've also got roller string trees as well.
Okay. As someone who owns a few Harley Bentons, when it comes to stuff like fret edges and how have you found them?
Like, never had any problems with them at all.
There you go.
Like I mentioned this in a lot of the videos that I've done on the Harley Benton stuff, and I mentioned it to you as well, Alex. The only gripe that and it's not necessarily a gripe, but like the only point that I would mention about the S style Harley Bentons that I got, and the Fusion T as well, is the action was set a little bit conservatively. Like, and I imagine it's kind of twofold reasons. Is that they're shipping them across Europe, so if they were like slammed to the deck, and then the temperature change between like mainland Europe and the UK, then you'd receive a guitar that was choking out and buzzed all over the place. You'd go, well, this is a pile of shit, and you'd send it back. So even imagine two French customers, one that lives in the Mediterranean, one that lives near the North Sea, like potential temperature differences, like even on the same day could be like, so yeah, no, I get why. Well, it's exactly what you say. It's a conservative setting, to please as many customers out of the box as possible. But I think what we were saying is also a very personal thing when it comes to action. So they kind of have to go with the sort of, if there was like a medium setting, that's kind of what they're doing, isn't it? Yeah. So it's not you're not getting like a ridiculous action. It's about like a smidge under 2 mil across the board. Which is it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, and we were chatting again a bit about this earlier, and I'm not going to try and disguise it. I've bought a Gibson Les Paul brand new that I had to take straight for a setup because it was not set up to my liking. Lee broke the nut as well, but that's a whole different conversation. I lent him my brand new guitar and he broke it within 5 or 6 seconds. But yeah, it wasn't set up to my liking. out of the box, and that was, I think I paid $1,500, for that at the time.
Yeah.
On offer, like I got a really good deal and everything. Like I don't know if they kind of picked up that, like it's got a couple of flaws, that particular Gibson. But yeah, I took it straight to someone to get it set up. So yeah,
I did a similar thing for my Midtown as well. Like after I'd bought that, I realised that the like Plek machined action on it, like the nut was cut terribly, and like the action, like it was okay, but it definitely weren't where I wanted it. So I sent it to a luthier and got a new nut put onto it, like a Graphtec nut, and set properly.
Yeah, that's it. With Lee's help, that's exactly what I did. In Lee's defence, I'd put some heavier gauge strings that it came with, so it wasn't sat quite right, and that's probably why it broke the nut that was on there. But yeah, the nut that was on there was not made of great stuff. So yeah, new nut, new setup on a brand new guitar that costs that sort of money. So if these Harley Bentons come and you need to adjust your a few things, let's say, then it's no biggie, is it?
Yeah, and like the adjustments that I did on mine, like I'd shimmed the neck on the Fusion. I think I ended up just decking the trem on the ST25, and they
blocking it out.
Yeah, I did it with a razor in the back cavity.
Oh, right. 9-volt batteries I've used in the past.
Oh,
no, just shove it in there. It's fine.
So yeah, I mean, nothing particularly strenuous about it, and I managed to do all of the adjustments myself, and I'm by no means a luthier. Yeah,
if you follow, I mean, back in my day, we didn't have YouTube, but yeah, there are enough guides on YouTube to take you through what I think is probably the minimal sort of setup that these sort of guitars might need when you get them out of the box.
Yeah.
Because how can the manufacturers cater for, like you say, temperature fluctuations, humidity? They can't necessarily control the humidity. That will affect how the wood moves in those temperature fluctuations, I'd imagine, as well. So can't hold that against them. Certainly not for the amount or for the level of guitar you're receiving for this sort of money.
Yeah, so I mean, the Fusion series is basically your super Strat alternative, isn't it? Like they're very kind of Charvelli, very Sir modern. Like that kind of a little bit Chapman-y as well, like that kind of vibe. Yeah.
Well, they've who was it who said to me? I can't remember now, but 101 of marketing, what sells well, do it like that.
Yes.
So I guess that's what they've done. They've looked at brands that are doing well and they've gone, okay, well, we'll do it a bit like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
And they've got like dual humbucker versions with the Babix bridge. They've got dual humbucker versions with the Floyds. They've got the metal ones that have actually got EMG, like they're EMG loaded.
Are they?
Yeah, EMG custom retroactives. So those are the matte black ones with the reverse headstock.
Let me have a look.
You've got HSS as well. Like the HSS ones are banging, and HSH. They all come, with the exception of the ones with the MGs. They all come with like this additional little switch in between the two controls, like the volume and the tone, and that's a bit like the control, like the switch on the Ibanez AZs, where it gives you like an additional, I don't know, like 4 or 5 pickup selections. So you have like you've got your standard ones, which would be like neck, middle, bridge, and then you've got like weird ones like outside coil of the bridge bucker and the neck, and then
I think I've got a switch like that on my latest Ibanez actually. There's some options. You're not kidding. They've got proper EMGs. They're not even the EMG HZ.
Yeah,
they're kind of cheap ones.
They're full quality EMGs, and like I say, Babbitt's bridges as well. So
that's mad. £435.
Yeah, that is mental, isn't it? They're the ones with the hardtail as well. So
that's bonkers. And one of the complaints that people might have about these sorts of guitars is that they don't exchange tune. Those will.
Yeah.
Those absolutely will.
So
they have got that. Wow.
Lots of choice.
I was looking at the less metal ones, to try and not always just look at the metal stuff only.
And then you went, ooh, EMGs.
But no, you said they had proper EMGs. I was like, I'm now looking at it and I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I was already impressed by the lineup, but now that I'm looking at the metal specific one, it's singing to me.
Yeah, like retroactives as well. Like I could probably do with that because like it's not full on AMGs. It's not like the 81, 85, which just absolutely gut punch your amplifier into submission.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of those, but I'm a Seymour Duncan biased person, as you know.
Absolutely. But yeah, there's lots of choice in this lineup.
Yeah, I wonder what they sound like. Yeah,
like I say, you've got, I think it's like 392 quid to about 430 and some change for these ridiculous specs. So
and free delivery over a certain amount, and you were telling me earlier that that they have a good returns policy, like you pay for shipping, but
I think like free
because my question off air was is there any way you can try these guitars out, and the simple answer is no, but you can order them, see if you like them, and send them back if you don't at a small cost.
They've got a robust returns policy. I think like any company that does purchases over the internet have to have a certain returns policy. Yeah, but
whenever I've dealt with a music instrument shop, their returns, the rare occasion I've had to return something, it's always been super fluid, easy.
Yeah. That's what I've heard about Thomann as well, that it's generally pretty hassle-free.
Oh, I have returned to Thomann, actually. I did. I had a rant about a power attenuator, and I did return that to them, and it was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Even though I thought it was somewhat dangerous, but they took it back and gave me the money back. So,
there you go.
Sent me what I wanted in, as a replacement sort of thing. Yeah.
So I think, like in summation for these, I think the Fusion 4s they're shaping up to be quite an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking? If you pair one of these with the GP 180, I mean, that's a pretty giggable or a very, very giggable setup. I mean, and if you didn't go for the metal guitar, the versatility you could play anything.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Well, I mean,
if you got HSH and the Velton GP 180, you could probably cover just about anything. So if you want a cover band, get that
sorted. I mean, and if you want to hear
consumer advice,
if you want to hear what that kind of sounds like, the guitar that I was running through for that live stream was the Harley Benton ST25.
Yeah, I didn't even try to segue into that. So
I mean, you're pretty much getting that. I mean, it's not the Tesla pickups; it's the older Roswell ones. But as like my experience, the Tesla pickups are like a slightly better quality anyway. Like I always moaned about the Roswell pickups, and then I plugged into it for a live stream, and so actually no, these are all right. So
that's
sounded pretty
good, didn't it? Good to me. Yeah. Sounded good. I mean, I was sat on my sofa watching it on the TV in the lounge, so not the best sound system. It was a sound bar.
Not like by no means the worst. It's not a mobile phone speaker, is it?
No. That subwoofer and a sound bar. Yeah, it's half decent. It doesn't come anywhere close to my studio setup, but sounded good to me. Yeah, sounded really good.
Yeah, you pair those two things up in a pub, you're fine. No one's moaning at you that your tone sucks.
Well, it's like a lot of it's what am I trying to say? That you're exactly right. If someone you could get a tone that would sound really quite good in a pub, and the thing that would let down the gig would not be your gear. It'd be other factors. Such as the pub itself that you're playing in. Like acoustically, its normal kind of footfall will affect your gig more than your actual gear. So
like 90% of the gear it's for the player themselves, not for the audience. The audience, like if you rocked up with a Line 6 Spider from 20 years ago and get a tone that's somewhere near where you're supposed to be, like you get a nice crunching classic rock tone out of a like solid state amp from 20 years ago, but you play all of the right notes. Yeah. The audience are going to love it.
I think a lot of gig goers that aren't into gear or players themselves, you could probably get away with not using the most expensive gear. And if you look like you're doing the right thing on stage, and like you say, playing the right notes at the right time, unless you're playing jazz, of course, then you could probably wow a few people. Yeah, I've seen people using awful gear and it's sounding subpar at gigs, but I guess that's only because I'm into my gear and all that I was kind of listening in a critical way, not trying to criticize, but kind of thinking, does that actually sound good? Like singling out the different instruments and thinking, does that actually sound good? But no one else is doing that. That's just me. When I'm listening to a band, I'll start analysing tones and different instruments separately. Your average person going to a gig isn't doing that sort of thing.
No, it's not on their mind, is it?
No.
They're probably about 4 drinks deep by the time you're on stage.
There's that aspect as well.
And they're just happy to be there. So music, as long as your tone doesn't stick out for the wrong reasons. Then again, you're putting into really concise sentences what I'm waffling on for like 2, 3, 4 minutes at a time for. It's exactly that. Like 90% of the crowd are just there to enjoy the time, aren't they? They're not going to be there for like to psychoanalyze the gear and that's just weirdos like me, I guess.
It's like
part of the job.
It's just my nature to, and I guess this is why I'm speaking on a podcast about it every week, because that's what I do.
That's it. You might as well get it off your chest. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Alex, and I'm a gear nerd.
Absolutely, and I think that is probably a good place to wrap the podcast for this week, because like it's the nature of this show, really, isn't it? And so I'm gonna extend a thank you to you listeners. You've made it to the end of our podcast. We do massively appreciate it. Of course, if you want to show us some support, we do. Like, this happens on YouTube as well. Like, you can go over to youtube.com/Fret Talk Podcast, I think it is, and like subscribe there. I don't know. Is that how that works?
Yeah. Hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That's what they say on YouTube, isn't it? Hit like and subscribe. Yeah.
I think
Leave a comment. Leave a comment helps the algorithm.
Absolutely.
I'm just repeating what my favourite YouTubers say.
Yeah. So
I'm famous. I'm on YouTube.
Do all that. I'm going to extend a thank you to, of course, affordable.co.uk, who sponsor this like the shenanigans that happen here, and like produce some really cool pedals as well. Small UK builder. So, like always good to support the small UK businesses as well. So definitely check them out at affordable.co.uk. And of course, we have got our Patreon backers, who I'm going to extend a special super thank you to. You can join the Patreon at a free tier, but we also have got a premium tier where if you join up to that, you also get access to additional Patreon content as well, which we will be continuing on over just after we finish this one. And each and every one of you, whether you are free or premium, you all get a shout out on the podcast as well. I think I need to check the list. I think we might have had an extra person since last time. I do need to check. Go away. There we go.
Have they got a name that attempts to get you to read something funny out on air?
No. So actually, it was my channel that got a new thing. We're all good. The list is up to date. Right. So cool. Premium tier people are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Tone Effects. We've got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. We've got Mr. Mike Oxlong. We've got Mr. Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. Looking super trim, my man. You've done exactly what I should do, and just like lost loads of weight and just looking really healthy. So congrats on that. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foots. We've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 and of at PBOD on YouTube. We've got Mr. Gareth Brand. We've got Mr. Johnny Cambridge. We've got Mr. DJ Playdice. We've got Mr. Crazed Fandango. And we've got Mr. Mike Phelan. And of course, we've got our free tier people as well. If you want to be part of this, you can sign up for free. It doesn't cost you a thing. And you get your name shouted out as well. We've got Brett, we've got Dave, we've got Harry Wallington, we've got James Bragg, we've got Jane D. Fosho, Jimmy Smith, Johnny Goat, Julian Nielsen, Kamal Singh, the entirety of Kent. We've got Maulers, we've got Matthew Dang, we've got Matthew Quinn, we've got Michael Baines, Burn, we've got Michael Levinson, we've got Mika Bonan, we've got Mike, we've got Nico Moisi, we've got Perry Wright, we've got Raphael Formaren, we've got Ross Philpott, we've got Jack Richards, we've got Simon Fricker, we've got Vaughan Murray, we've got What You See Is Not What You Get, we've got William Crown, Fagbrack, Michael Ribovich, Rich Gretzky, Pedal Boards of Doom is Danny DeVito Disco Bear. Yeah. If you want to catch me online, I am Budget Pedal Chap. You find me at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Threads, and Blogspot, all at and all / Budget Pedal Chap. This week featured so much stuff on my channel. You just need to check it out. Like there were two.
I'm busy. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Like recording shorts almost every evening.
It's just appearing on my phone, like whenever I open YouTube. It's like, oh,
he's at it again.
There he is.
Yeah, I think I go through like these periods of just mass activity, and I'm going through one at the moment where I don't want to sit down. Like I get home from work and I'm just like, okay, what can I do next? And I'm in one of those.
Even your shorts are coming up on my phone. So yeah, whatever the algorithm's working.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, hey. Yeah, but
Hey.
I released a video today as well, which would have been 2 days ago for you, you lovely listeners, which was about the Shevel Jam Choir Chorus. Little mini chorus for 18 quid and like incredibly respectable.
£18.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the tones out of an £18 chorus, you'd imagine if you can get one good tone out of it, that's paid for the £18. This was
do like the classic kind of chorus tone that you've heard on everything, as in the Boss chorus tone.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
So
Okay.
this is a 2-knob chorus, and I think it's probably based on the CE2 because obviously being 2-knob.
Yeah.
It does. There's a lot of scope within it, a lot more than £18 would suggest. So
Amazing.
I was well impressed with it. It probably won't do massively well on my channel because no one knows who Shevel are. And
This is the opportunity to find out.
yeah, absolutely,
And you know what? I'm going to go check it out.
indeed. And
There I am with my Wazza chorus pedal.
yeah,
Who knew I could just buy an £18 pedal instead?
yeah. Why did I waste all this money? Yeah. And where can we find you, Alex? What do you do on the internet?
Wow. Oh, relevant to this, right? Okay. I'm on pedalboards too, on Facebook. But yeah, if you want to check out my band, we are called Donker Kanoffel.
And I feel like I
It's,
should probably say bless you at this point.
Yep, as tradition dictates.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to check out Donker Kanoffel, we're on most social media and streaming sites.
Indeed. Yeah. Like considering you are like filthy heavy metal, like black. Is it black metal that you?
It's the way the guitarist often describes it is blackened death metal is how he would call it.
Yeah.
So it's as heavy as it gets, but it's got a whole. Well, we play to it's a backing track, but we have whole orchestras and any instrument you can imagine is on there. We've even got like alien laser beams and stuff like that, and all sorts, and zombies in the background, and yeah, we're zombie clowns, and it's all to a clown circus, apocalypse. So it's yeah. I'm going to get told off for misdescribing, but yeah, it's all a show, and it's
very theatrical.
It's some people might say it's clowncore, but I think there's a band that kind of coined that term back in the day. So I don't like the term in particular, but yeah, circus themed blackened death metal. There you go.
Yeah, I mean when you describe it as blackened death metal, it sounds like the entire antithesis of stuff that I would find myself wanting to listen to. But I have like genuinely listened to your stuff and thought this is actually very good.
Thank you. Hopefully it's some of the stuff I might actually be playing on that you listen to. But,
like you shared a couple of links and I listened to it and thought, like, you know what, this is a lot more melodic than I was expecting.
There's a lot, there's a lot more going on. It's not just like full on. I mean, it gets as heavy as you can imagine. Can it get any heavier? Probably not. But yeah, there are some sections that are hugely melodic, and there's a lot going on in the orchestras and the various things that go on each track. Horn sections, all sorts. Lots of bicycle horn. In this case, it's called the clown hammer. But yeah, that classic bicycle horn features a lot. Bells, groaning zombies, all sorts. Zombies munching through their dinner.
People,
people, yeah.
So I mean,
there is all sorts. Yeah, it's and the comment I've often had is that I'm not into heavy music, but when I listen to your stuff or when I've watched your show, I really enjoyed it. So I was like, you can't really beat that as a comment, really. Like, I don't like metal, but I like you guys. So well, thanks.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So if you haven't had your canoffles donkered, Go check them out.
Yeah. Dunkerknoffel.
Indeed. And bless you.
Spelled exactly how it.
Yeah. Descriptions and show notes will probably have links to it anyway. So go check it out. And yeah, like if you can't find it, just hit us up on the Fret Talk Podcast Facebook group. We'll happily link it. So, from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, that's me. From Mr. Riggs, Alex, it will be a tatty bye. Good night for this week.
See ya.
Bye. Did you hear about the big Lego sale? People were lined up for blocks.